I'm going to do a quick video on composite functions. Can you see when I write on the board? Composite functions. So, if I had two functions here, one will say f of x equals 3x minus 2. And then my second function, we will say we have g of x equals, I don't know, x plus 7. So a composite function is when you take one function, so f of g of x, and that may look strange, but it simply says take g of x and substitute it into the f of x function. So before we get into doing that, let's review how we work out our functions. So say for instance, if I have f of x equals 3x minus 2, and I say f of 3, that means I simply substitute 3 in for my x. So that'll be 3 times the quantity of 3 minus 2. So f of 3 equals, the product of 3 and 3 is 9 minus 2. So f of 3 equals 7 here. If you understand that, you're ready to go. Let's try another one. So let's try over here. Give me a number. Somebody throw me out a number. 2. So I'll do g of 2. So that simply means, just like over here, I'm going to replace my x with the 2. So that'll simply be 2 plus 7. We all can add, right? So g of 2 equals 9. So if you understand this, then you're ready for composite functions, okay? So I'm going to simply erase this. And I'm going to go back to the example that I had at first. So we had f of g of x. So this simply says we're starting off with f of x equals 3x minus 2. So I'm going to set that function up. And what am I going to place in place of x? I'm going to take this function and substitute it in for x. So I'm going to write that function out. F of, and inside of this is g of x. G of x. So if I set that function up, instead of writing x, I'm just going to write a parentheses in blue, minus 2. G of x is going inside of f of x. That's my input. So inside of this parentheses, I'm going to write x plus 7. So here I simply need to distribute and solve. So 3 times x will give me 3x. 3 times 7 is plus 21 minus 2. So f of g of x, combine your like terms, f of g of x is simply 3x, different sign subtract, plus 19. And that's it, composite functions.